Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Ubas Trending Gist, where we break down the hottest political stories you need to know about. Today, we are diving into some very heated and frankly alarming rhetorics coming out of Edo State. What started as a stern warning has now escalated into something that has many people worried about states of our politics. If you recall, the new Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo recently said, and I quote, "There is a new sheriff in town. Peter Obi cannot come to Edo State without telling me because his security will never be guaranteed." This is a statement coming from the state governor. So just when we thought it could get more intense, the Edo State APC chairman, Jarret Tenebe, held a press conference and essentially doubled down on his threats. The language you use is something you have to hear for yourself. So sit back and take a watch.
And again, now that we have candidates that have emerged in our various primaries today, we want to remain in the ground running for campaign. We are going to campaign as if we have never campaigned in this state before, because of the way we are taking this election seriously. Because we want to affirm that we actually won the election, the last governorship election overwhelming. We want to prove to the whole world, to Edo State and to Nigerians, that we actually won those elections. So we are not going to leave any stone unturned in the campaign. And we are also sure that anybody who tries to stand on our way will smoke that person out. Well, since morning while the primaries were going on, there has been a lot of criticism all over the press about the statement that Governor made yesterday when he was receiving one of the remaining of PDP Edo Central, where he said that Peter Obi has to take permission before he starts. And I think the governor was right in saying that, because we are also saying that the governor can say that because of the kind of hatred that people have for Peter Obi in the state, including me. And when you have people, so many of us that have such hatred for people like that, especially when they came to Edo State and people died, it is proper for him to tell the governor before he will come, so that people like us will be sent on errand out of Edo before he can come and possibly go. I'm sure that's the reason why the governor made that statement. If that why the governor made that statement and it's correct, and we support him in whatever he's saying. So whatever anybody is saying, they're just saying rubbish. And I also want to send a message to people who call themselves APC in the state, that they should be very careful, because we only have PDP remaining, not ADC. So if you want to identify with ADC, you have to leave and do for us. That is my message to all of them. And we want to appeal to Edo State people, and most especially where those elections are going to be held, that we will campaign and they all see the good work the governor is doing for the state. And to be able to tap into that, they have to also ensure that they vote, so that we can have one who, while the federal legislators are working at federal to attract things to the state, the governor will also be working with that synergy. Their various constituencies will benefit more from government. So they should, we are going to campaign to them, to let them know that we are going to work for them, and we also appeal to them to vote for our candidate at the end of it.
Wow, there's a whole lot to unpack here. This goes far beyond typical political rivalry. First, let's address the most chilling statement. The APC chairman, Jarret Tenebe, didn't just suggest Peter Obi isn't welcome. He said, I'm quoting directly from that video, "Because of the kind of hatred that people have for Peter Obi in this state, including me." Let that sink in. This is what is coming from an APC chairman in Edo State. A ruling party chairman is openly admitting that their political strategy is based on hatred, not policy differences, not ideological disagreement, but pure unadulterated hatred. In a democracy, this is an incredibly dangerous foundation to build on. Politics should be a contest of ideas, not a war fueled by personal animosity. Secondly, he reinforced the governor's unconstitutional idea that a Nigerian citizen needs permission to enter a state. He said it's proper for Peter Obi to tell the governor he will come so they can send people like him on an errand out of the state. Can you imagine that? Before he arrives. This is a flagrant disregard of Nigerian constitution, which guarantees freedom of movement for all citizens. Edo State is not a private kingdom, for God's sake, where gatekeepers can decide who enters and who doesn't. But perhaps the most thuggish part of that speech was a direct threat to all opposition. He said, anybody who tries to stand on our way, we will smoke that person out. Smoke them out. That statement is hard. This is not the language of political discourse. This is the language of intimidation and force. It is a message designed to instill fear and silence any dissenting voices. He even warned those he called ADC members that if they want to identify as such, they have to leave Edo State for us. Wow. This our way or the highway mentality is a hallmark of authoritarianism, not democracy. He claims they are doing this to prove they actually won the last election. But if you are so confident in your victory and your support base, why resort to threats? Why is there need to smoke out the opposition? Strong, confident leaders welcome debates. They don't threaten to eliminate it. This aggressive posturing suggests an underlying insecurity about their political standing. Exactly. What we are witnessing is an attempt to create a one-party state in Edo through fear. They are laying the groundwork to declare the state a no-go area for anyone who doesn't agree with them, which is very, very wrong. This isn't just about Peter Obi anymore. This is about every single opposition member and every citizen in Edo State who dares to have a different opinion. It's a direct assault on the democratic principles of free speech, free association, and freedom of movement. My question to you all is this: where does this political rhetoric end and a credible threat begins? Has the APC in Edo State crossed a dangerous line? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is a conversation we all need to have. Please, don't forget to like this video, share it so more people are aware of what is happening, and most importantly, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist for more of the stories that matters. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.